Is okay?
Emeltem a kajába vannak és magunkhoz felszálltunk. De lengyel delegáció.
Archie!
Today we welcome the Czech Republic, Hungary and Poland as full members of our Atlantic Alliance. This is an emotional moment. for us who are gathered today, for Europe, and for the whole Euro-Atlantic community. It represents without any doubt the triumph of justice over history. For too much of this century, the countries of Central and Eastern Europe have been cut off from the Euro-Atlantic community, a community of democracies to which they rightly belong. In this new Europe, geography is no longer destiny. Nations can determine their own fate by their own free choice. Today, here now, we are crossing the threshold from vision to reality. History, I'm sure, will see the accession of the Czech Republic, Hungary and Poland as a key step towards a Europe of cooperation and integration, towards a Europe without dividing lines, a Europe which is growing together, and this process is irreversible.
Cette nouvelle alliance prend déjà
This
forme.
new alliance is already taking shape.
Nouveaux membres,
3 new members,
des partenariats plus forts
stronger
dans l'ensemble
partnerships
de la région
in
euro-atlantique.
the whole of the Euro-Atlantic
Une
region.
personnalité européenne qui se fait
A
jour.
European personality which is
Et les
emerging,
capacités politiques et
and
militaires
the
nécessaires
required military
pour
and political
affronter les
capabilities
nouveaux défis
to
avec succès.
confront the new challenges successfully.
Cet OTAN est prête pour les
This
nouveaux
NATO is prepared
millénaires,
for the new millennium
prête à faire face aux
and
défis,
ready to take up the
mais également
challenges,
prête
but
à
also
saisir les
ready to
opportunités
grasp
que cette
the
ère
opportunities
nouvelle
that this new era
offrira pour la paix
will offer
et
for
la
peace and
sécurité
security
en Europe.
in Europe.
Cette nouvelle alliance
This
sera
new alliance
présentée
will be
à notre sommet de
presented
Washington le mois prochain.
at our Washington summit next
Là,
month.
nous ne célébrerons pas seulement le succès de
There,
l'OTAN
we will be
qui a
celebrating
su pendant les
not only
50
NATO's
dernières années
success
garantir
that
la
NATO has
paix et la
enjoyed
sécurité.
for
Prime Minister Simon.
Dear Secretary General, Prime Minister Orban, Prime Minister Buzek, ambassadors, dear NATO, we have finally embarked on the path leading us to the Europe which is undivided and free. It is only symbolic that we are setting the important milestone on this way almost exactly 10 years after the fall of the Berlin Wall. This year will be remembered as a turning point in our history. There is still much work left undone, but today's ceremony is a proof that the direction we have chosen is the right one. We consider it as a vote of confidence in our future, in the future of the Central Europe, and in the future of Europe. Dear Secretary General, to see the Czech flag flying among with other 18 flags fills me with the sense of pride and satisfaction. For the first time in our own history, the Czech nation has the opportunity to be, on its own free will, a member of a defence community which is based on shared values and commitments. At the same time, I see our membership in NATO as a major challenge. From now on, we will be taking a part in the discussions that will have an influence not only on security of member nations, but which may affect the development far beyond the borders of the alliance.
Thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister. Prime Minister Orban.
So, Mr. Chairman, ladies and gentlemen, let me start with a Hungarian saying that which we survive makes us stronger. I am convinced that all the nations of the world do have experience which proves this saying. we Hungarians think that our history, at least in the last 500 years, was continuously proving this proverb. If we take a close look at the various episodes in the Hungarian historical memory, we can find that practically all of them speak about our nation's fights for freedom and independence. We have been waiting for taking our fate in our own hands for hundreds of years. We were fighting as much as we had to. We won many an important battle. But for a true victory, you need more. For waging a war, all you need is enemies. For keeping peace, you need genuine allies. Ladies and gentlemen, to be born free is a special gift of fate. Yet freedom tends to be truly valued by those who have to fight for it. The fate of the peoples of Central Europe is that they had to fight over and over again for their freedom. This lonesome fight made our peoples in Central Europe friends of one another. This is why it is a particular pleasure for us to make this historical step together with the Czech Republic and with Poland. These are the two countries that we have so much in common with in our national history. Ladies and gentlemen, when we build, let us think that we build forever. Hungary was a member of the alliance of the Eastern Bloc for a painfully long moment in history. This was a power machine operating independently from us. Our joining the North Atlantic Alliance is a watershed event in our national history. We have been members of this civilization for 1,000 years. We belong here. Now Hungary is returning as an ally. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you very much. Prime Minister Buzek, the floor is yours.
Mr. Secretary General, ladies and gentlemen, I am honored to address you at the first meeting of the North Atlantic Council, now consisting of 19 members. From today morning on, Czech, Hungarian and Polish flags will be flying next to those of the other members. For us, these flags raised at the entrance of the NATO headquarters symbolize not only the end of the formal process of the accession of Poland, the Czech Republic and Hungary to the North Atlantic Treaty. The flags have many other special meanings. First of all, they represent the beginning of a new chapter in our history. The dream of our nations to live in a free and secure environment has come true. On March 12th, we returned to the community to which we always belonged, a community in which our culture, values and policy are rooted. We have testified to our commitment to these values many times, if only to mention the Solidarity movement which shook the totalitarian empire in the 1980s. Secondly, this comeback is a great success for my country. We have come a long way, a way that can be described as a continuous struggle for freedom and independence. Numerous uprisings and millions of lives sacrificed for defending democratic values and human dignity marked it. It was a path of great efforts to rebuild and restructure Poland's statehood and sovereignty. After years of struggling for independence and sovereignty, the Polish people formally joined the North Atlantic community. Let me assure you that we take the responsibility for the security of each individual NATO member and for the interests of the entire alliance. Under those flags waving in the wind, allow me to say, you can count on us, you can count on Poland. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Once again, welcome. And we will continue working together. The meeting is adjourned. I'd like to say just a very few words. We have just finalized a very important North Atlantic Council that for the first time has taken place with 19 members. As you can imagine, this is a very historical day. Historical day for us, for the people who are here today. Historical day for Europe, and historical day for the Euro-Atlantic community. I'd like to say that today is safer, and Europe, without any doubt, is strengthened, and it will be, without any doubt, also more prosperous. As you know, the opening the alliance to 3 new members, it doesn't mean that the alliance is against anybody. This enlargement of the alliance is directed to nobody. It's directed only in order to construct a Europe that can look at the 21st century in peace, with stability, and with prosperity. I would like to say just a word of gratitude to the many people who have made this time and this day possible. People here in the headquarters of NATO, people in shape in the military Supreme Commander Europe, and the people in the 3 countries which today join us. I know how many people have worked very, very tough during many, many years to see this day to be a reality. To follow those, I'd like to remember today, as much as I want to thank the 3 Prime Ministers who accompany us today. Today is a happy day for all the people that believe in peace, that believe in security, and they believe in prosperity. Thank you very much, Mr. Prime Minister, for being here with us today. Thank you very much to you, to your parliaments, and to the people that you so well represent. Thank you very much.
Secretary General, thank you. May I call on Prime Minister Zeman, please?
Ladies and gentlemen, in order not to repeat our long speeches, I'd like to say one sentence only, which was common for all 3 Prime Ministers. We are returning home, just now, because it is our home. It is our old family, which was lost 40 years ago. And there was the Iron Curtain, which, thanks God, doesn't exist. And this is the basic feeling from today's meeting. We are returning home. That's all.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Prime Minister Orban, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, I just would like to say a few sentences. The first is that it is done. The second is that I would like to express our thanks to the 2 other Prime Ministers for 68 and for the Solidarność, which from the beginning of the 80s was a precondition for any kind of later movement on behalf of Hungary to the NATO. So this success is a joint success of 3 countries. And when Hungary joined NATO, we simply just not joined a military alliance. We joined 2 values as well, because we feel that these values are commonly shared by all of us: freedom and responsibility. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Prime Minister. And Prime Minister Buzek, please.
Thank you very much. ladies and gentlemen, it's very difficult to say anything new after such speeches during the Council, and now thank you very much for very polite and nice words from Prime Ministers, from Secretary General. I would say now we are very happy. That's the main thing we feel. And we were waiting for that, of course, many years, many decades, even centuries in the case of Poland. And one thing I would say quite openly, we are looking towards the east of Europe, and we're waiting for another new members. It will be the best for whole Europe. Thank you very much.
Secretary General, Prime Minister, thank you very much. Ladies and
Thank you
gentlemen,
very
thank
much.
you for coming.
Congratulations. Prime Minister, open automatically. Gentlemen, thank you. So, I'd be grateful if it were now open, and we'll...
Please push the button, sir.
You can push the button and it's Prime Minister. And it opens up. Could I ask the Secretary General and the Prime Minister's perhaps to shake hands for a handshake, and then we go.